Hi, my name is Paul Anton and I'm author of The Sales Pro, and I want to talk today regarding handling objections. Throughout every stage of the sales process, you're going to get objections. How you respond to the objection, or more importantly, the way in which you respond to the objection and how you answer it, is going to dictate and determine how successful you are on moving forward to the next stage of the sale. A sales pro will actually get less objections than the average sales performer. And why is that? One, because they've probably done a thorough job on doing a fact find and an analysis of how their particular solution matches what the client is looking for, and they've portrayed a very professional presentation in actually transitioning that information to the client. But more importantly, the reason they don't get as many objections, or the client doesn't think about objections that perhaps they have thought about with the average sales performer, is because the sales pro is 100% committed to their belief that what they're presenting is absolutely the right solution for the client that they're actually presenting it to. And when you are in the power of belief, and when you really feel that the absolute solution that you're actually presenting to your client is the right solution for them, that power transitions to the client, and the client starts to believe it too. And when the client becomes in a power of belief, when the client actually supports and understands that you are, so they are, then the actual client starts to think differently. So it's actually a psychological element that starts to occur that reduces potential objections that are going to come back. However, you can obviously get objections, and the sales pro does. So there are techniques the sales pro uses that you can use to help support and respond to actually make some objections the reason for moving forward, and to help support and reduce an objection and actually rephrase in the client's mind the reason why it might make sense to still move forward, although you can't support what they're actually asking for. So the first stage is to handle an easy objection. An easy objection will be something that you can do, but the client actually isn't seeing that you can do it. And how you respond to that is to first and foremost acknowledge your understanding of the objection. Isolate it and ask if there's anything else that the client is also concerned about. And then rephrase the question and say, if I can actually support what you're looking for, can we move forward to the next stage of the sales process? Obviously you know you can, so therefore it becomes a sale, or it becomes a movement towards the next stage of the sale. Then you get the difficult objection. The process the sales pro follows for the difficult objection is similar to start off with. It's first and foremost, again, acknowledging and that you have an understanding of what the client is asking, isolating it so that you want to make sure there's nothing else in addition to that that the client is also concerned about. But then the sales pro will ask for further clarification of that particular concern. And often when the actual sales pro asks for the clarification, the client reconfirms that it isn't such a major point, but it would be something they would like. So in that situation, the sales pro is able to respond accordingly, and obviously move the sale forward based on the fact that they don't have it, but they have these other elements of the actual solution that the client liked. But let's say the client sticks and says, yeah, no, this is extremely important, and gives a reason why. Once again, the sales pro absorbs that and actually takes a step back, and then responds by minimizing that particular objection and maximizing the relevant benefits to move forward. But before they minimize the objection, what they'll do is they'll tell a third-party story of a reason a client actually has moved forward with them, although originally they were also under the same sort of situation of wanting what this particular client was asking for. So what this does is it actually tells a reason as to why someone moved forward with something and benefited from it, although they didn't actually have the particular solution that the client was looking for, or the particular feature the client was looking for. Then you'll minimize the actual objection, and then you'll maximize and reinforce once again the reasoning as to why it makes sense. Always come back to the maximizing of what they liked and what your client liked about what you were presenting. And you'll then reframe and change the direction of thought to be able to actually get a better understanding of why that perhaps wasn't so important after all. Or why, more importantly, everything else outweighs the fact that that isn't something that you can offer. If you take this step and you move yourself forward and you respond by absorbing, acknowledging and believing that 100% your solution is the right solution for your client, then you'll move forward to a sales pro status faster and more effectively than you ever thought possible. And you'll start to receive and achieve results that you never thought possible. Take advantage of the techniques of the sales pros and move yourself forward.